because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buffaloes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
On the set.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking for a man. It's Castro. He's got him. On the move at the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and short kick. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
Okay, ready?
The give to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Might as well give it to him again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And the Buffaloes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buffs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And how about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Castro. Right on the money.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. It's caught. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
It's a draw. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Castro. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And the Sun Devils will try to convert on 4th down.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Cricket! Acorn! Acorn! Baby!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Arizona State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for it. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Castro. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the returner is stopped. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Creates a little space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be...
Lots of room to run. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Castro. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive.
4-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Rasmussen. He's moving out of the pocket. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the catch down the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! They went for the big play, and did it ever pay off?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. The Red Hawks of Miami looked like a serious force in a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll start this drive going to the air. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Castro. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Looking for a man. It's Castro. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And the Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Arizona State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Rasmussen. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it on the right. Here he goes. He's at the top, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Colorado. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. It'll be a draw. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Castro. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Rasmussen. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Buffaloes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
6-9-1, Gators score. Go.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Takes it past the marker. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth. Makes a grab past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Rasmussen. Keeps looking downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They're going to ride this running back. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Castro. Fires to the right. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun on third down. Got his man quickly. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Works the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Castro. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Got to find a completion on this one. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it.